Do you like wine? No, me neither. But suppose you do. How do you go from this to wine? Well, some people just, pick it like this, and then you crush it, then you ferment it, and then, that's pretty much it. You got wine. But I don't like doing it this way. It's very labor intensive. See, what I like to do is pick up one of these things. A harvester. With the magic of physics and hydraulics, we can beat the absolute shit out of the plant into submission. That makes the plant drop all its berries onto what's called fish plates. These are called fish plates because they look kind of like fish scales. And they're spring-loaded so that all the poles in the rows can slide through without getting caught. The fruit drops off into these buckets, and these buckets are big conveyors. They spin all the way around on either side. They spin all the way, there you go, that one and that one. And what these conveyor buckets do is they dispense the fruit up here onto another conveyor belt, right here. This conveyor belt run along the top and go underneath these hydraulic fans. You can just see the blades from the fan just there. And the reason why there's blades, well, apart from the fact that it's a fan, but the blades actually chop up the sticks and leaves that get harvested, inevitably harvested, and they suck them all up and dump them out the back through this big vent here. Let me give you a better look. Here's another harvester, by the way. This one's an old dinosaur. Doesn't have a cab. So yeah, that's one of the vents where the leaves and sticks come out. There's another one, just there, and there's a third one, the over the row fan. Once all the leaves and sticks have passed underneath that, then they drop onto this ginormous boom, which then dumps it from there into a tractor's bin. Huzzah! Harvesting. With a little nugget of a machine. And the astute amongst you have probably realised there's no front wheel on this side. There's one on the left side, but nothing on the right hand side. Yeah, that's right, this is a three-wheeled machine. It's a tricycle. Oh. That's a fucking filthy seat, by the way. Welcome to the inside of a harvester. There's our one front wheel. The reason why there's only one front wheel is because once the machine's doing its rotation, you want it to do its rotation in and out of rows doing right-hand turns. And that's so once the boom's out of the way, you get a much clearer view. But let's start her up, shall we? Nice adjustable steering column. Got a pedal on the floor. When you put your foot on the pedal, it unlocks it and you can cram it right down into your crotch if you like that. That's what I like to do. Or you can drive it like a pimp. Yeah. You also got the spinny knob. If you loosen that, then you can adjust your steering wheel height. Thanks, JD. Let's start her up. This engine's got really high compression, so you don't actually need any preheating, and it's certainly not cold enough here that really warrants it. Let's have a look-see. Useless stereo, there's only one speaker and it sounds like garbage. Spirit level, that's for your orange flasher. We just use that to tell people that we want them to come in. Voltage, engine hours, revs, engine light, never want to see that on. Lighting, dimmer for all the instruments. Windscreen wiper blade, which we may need on a day like today. Well, the rain's coming down. Can't really see too well out the side though. Oh, actually, for some reason you can see it better than I can. Fuel gauge, engine temp, and engine oil pressure. Brake light, which no one ever uses it because it's bloody useless. We've got speed in arbitrary units. That's what I mean by arbitrary speed units. That's not in meters a second, miles an hour, or kilometers an hour. It's just, yeah. And then we've got one of three different things. This switch selects which one of the three things this displays. So on the left, it's beaters. On 80 right now. Normally we're going at about 400, so that gives you a bit of an idea of how how she works. On the middle, it's the fans over the middle of the machine or at the back of the machine, and then all the way to the right is that fan right there, the over the row fan. Continuing down, let's have a look-see here. Oh god, a nice joystick, yay. Although it only goes forwards and backwards. Most of this we don't really use when we're harvesting. You got your, I don't actually know what that does. Head. Yeah, I'm not sure. We don't actually use that. That selects which way your buckets go, whether it's the regular way or reverse if something's jammed up. Auto level, we don't use that when we're harvesting because it dicks you around. Picking unit on and off, that's just disables the switch. This switch turns on the picking unit, which are those whacking poles. And then this bank of switches, this allows you to adjust your hydraulic speeds up and down. So let's have a look-see here. Let's turn our picking unit on. Oh, why is that not displaying anything? That's not good. Well, that's fucking fantastic. There's a picking unit down there doing its thing. Wow, why is that not actually displaying anything? Okay, that's alarming. Indicator lights let you know if the picking unit's on, the belts are running, and the fans are running. All three should be on when you're harvesting. Picking head hours, engine rev switch, hydraulic cooler, and this is your gear selector essentially. So yeah, this is your picking speed, your conveyor speeds, your over the row belt speeds, which is the boom, and then your fan speeds, so middle fans and your over the row fans. This is the crux of the operation. We've got a trigger under here. The trigger moves the boom up and down. That moves the boom left and right. I just want to point out these coloured stripes here. The reason why we have coloured stripes is because the machine is height adjustable. Ta-da! And the way I did that was with these three things here. So that's your left side of the machine, so you can make it lean more. That's your right side of the machine, you can make it lean forward, up and down on those sides. And that's overall, that's the whole thing, up and down. These three buttons control your three different major hydraulics. They're reflected in these three LEDs just here. So you got your beaters. If we look down in the mirror, press the button. Yep. By the way, one side's not moving because they disconnected, so yeah, don't want to run that for too long. Middle button's your conveyors, so watch the boom just there through the window. That turns on all the conveyors, so the conveyor at the back, as well as the buckets just there on both sides, left and right. And then finally, this third button turns on the fans, and if we watch this display here, we can see the fans winding up in RPM. So both the rear fan and the over the row fan. Turn them off, and that's it. I already showed you before, this is left and right for the boom, and the trigger's up and down for the boom. Let's go forwards. Let's pop her into high range gear, and let's boogie, shall we? I actually put her in low range gear. There we go. Give it some juice. And away we go. Crack some lighting. There we go, so we can see a bit better. Place is fogging up like crazy. Oh, she's getting bumpy. So yeah, that's harvesting for you. How about that? It's certainly a little bit of interesting, and it is a lot of fun actually. Especially when different things happen, like breakdowns. We don't want breakdowns, but when they happen, it certainly breaks up the monotony a bit. Boys and girls, we just came out of this row of Mourvedre. We're about to do this row. We're staged up for it, just waiting for the tractor to rock up. And here's what an alright harvest looks like. Can't actually see too much, it's all silhouetted. There you go. It's picking most of it and leaving behind skins. This isn't the best setup. I don't have a stick puller with me tonight, so I'm kind of just winging it at this point. But that's what happens during harvest. Shit just doesn't go to plan. And you end up having to make do with what you got. Oh well. Right, got much to do tonight. 1 to 9. Oh, you already knew that. I already told you. Yeah.
They made me like that.
Yeah. That's not too bad, actually. Yeah, that's fine.
About 98%. Because those have basically you've taken all the juice out of them.
Yeah.
And the skin's left.
Yeah. Should probably make sure we're not blowing all the juice away. Left you in the morning, the sun was over there. Now it's the evening and the sun's over there, and we're back at it again in the exact same road, no less. So yeah, time for some more harvesting goodness. At the moment we're just harvesting some leaves. Who doesn't love leaves? Just lovely. And of course it's not a harvest unless something breaks. I'm sure you can hear that banging sound. That's a beater poles. One of them's broken. It's one of the older ones. Oh, you might just be able to see that loose one flopping about. Oh, no, you can't. Not on this angle. We'll fix it when we get to the end. Oh, we might be in for a bit of a kerfuffle. Just noticed our temps looking pretty high. We normally set at just over 80. We're now just over 100. Oh, that's not good. Trying to make the buckets go. See how they stop there? Oh, going back. Oh no, it still stops going backwards. There is a significant jam somewhere. We can't find out where or how. Oh. We should have been done at midnight. It's now 3:20. Yeah, 3.5 hours of wasted time. As you can see, that's not supposed to look like that. It's supposed to look like the rest of them. Yeah, like these. And without the buckets moving, you can't wash down the inside of the machine. Because otherwise the buckets just fill up with water and then they become too heavy to move. Look at all that shit on the wall. Mmm, delicious. So I'm just giving it a cursory clean on the outside. Trying to clear out the channel underneath the buckets because they at least drain straight out. You can hear and see the boom conveyor still working. So all the conveyors are working. Might just be able to see that bit of movement there, yeah. But the buckets are fucked. Oh, there you go. That shows pretty well what's going on. We couldn't fix it. We tried. We tried. Here we go again. Harvesting some grapes. It's hot as balls and I've got no air conditioning. Oh, and my water's full, yay! This is what filthy daytime harvesting looks like. It's fucking hot in the fish bowl. It's fucking hot. And it's a struggle to aim the fruit in there. Also, these rows are on quite a high mound, so the machine ends up scraping its ass along the ground like a dog. Yeah. Wish I had aircon in this fish bowl, it wouldn't be too bad then. But I don't. And I wish I could see inside the machine, but you look in the mirror and all you see is black. Darkness. No joy. Oh, give me nighttime harvest any day. And this is why the mirror is useful, because in periods like this where there's nothing to pick, I normally turn it off, but because you can't see inside the machine, you risk missing fruit. Oh, look at her, all lit up. Oh, she's squirting. She's squirting for happiness. Fucking here we go again, fellas. Woo! Harvest time. Interesting. Oh, got here at 6:30 p.m. Just made it to the wash bay. Oh my God. We did so much. We did all of that. Oh, time to wash down the machine. Yay! The final wash of the night. It's only what? Fucking 4:30? Yeah! Woohoo! Welcome to the wash bay. Those guards, they were just here. There's some front guards, I just took them off. There's one leaning there. This is what the inside of the machine looks like after a harvest. And this was a light harvest too, so it's not actually that dirty even. But yeah, so now my job is to clean them. I've already cleaned that one. Here, I'll give you a look-see at what a clean one looks like. There's the front guard there. This is the old dinosaur. Come over here. This is what a clean harvester looks like. I mean, it's not spotless clean, but it's a cosmetic clean so that maintenance crew can get in and do the things they need to do. We had a whoopsie tonight. This came undone. We tried to fix it in the row, but too fucking difficult. We gave it a fair crack though. There, clean machine, dirty machine. Mmm, delicious. Come inside. Oh, yeah. So this part here, that's what broke on our machine. Not a big deal. It happens. There's a lot of force exerted on those beater poles, or just on the whole beater assembly, so yeah, it's bound to happen. So as we're cleaning, all the shit gets put into this trailer, and then this trailer gets turned into, well, it just gets dumped down the rows as fertilizer and mulch. And that's how it's done. Yeah, we use a hose. Ah, and just like that, we're all clean. And I haven't put the guards back on. Yeah, boy. Nice clean harvester. Look at that. Beauty. Oh, the light's in the way. Oh. delicious. Fresh grape juice, anyone? Oh, well, I had a proud moment tonight. I filled this bin up and the boss weighs it up and he's like, there's 1 tonne in there. I wanted 1.5 tonne in there. So in the next one, instead of putting 1.5 tonne in, put 2 tonne in. So I'm like, all right, no worries, we'll try and get it done. Fill the bin up, send it back, and I'm like, oh, I was spot on 2 tonnes in this bin. No scales, just sitting in the machine and watching the fruit drop in and going, oh yeah, that looks about right. Fucking not even 1 kilo over. That is fucking ridiculous. I can't believe it. Pretty proud of that. Oh, well, we're at the end of the harvest season there, boys and girls. We've done it. We have done it. There's K1 in her spot. She doesn't look that clean. Mine's nice and clean. Lower her down. Oh, and we're on the ground. Oh, well. Oh. Cheers for joining. Take care. Oh, that's less dramatic. There we go.